welcome to Classic Performance. And if you're a regular viewer, welcome back to Classic Performance. We talked about in our last upload, we were going to come back and take the Ken Miles Daytona GT40 for a ride. So we're back at Downforce Motorsports in Lugoff, South Carolina. Our good friend Dan Long is with us. He's going to join us in just a second. We're going to get these cars kind of moving, get the door open, and get them fired up and take them for a ride. We talked about this car in our last upload. It has the Aluminator motor in it, so go back and reference that if you want to see the exact details about this car. So anyway, let's hit the road in the GT40. So we're going to do a little cold start here, get this car fired up and get it backed out and go for a ride. All right, Dan and I are both in the car. Let's go ahead and fire it up and see what we got. Yeah, it's a little bit quieter inside, a little, and you can hear the air intake in the back from those injectors. All right. Sitting here at a red light, and and here's our signature from Peter, and the air blows nice and cold in it, and it's got a really smooth ride. We're kind of boxed in between this Tesla here and this camper. I don't think we can quite fit through there, but you notice this car does have a 40-inch roof height, exactly like the originals. You can get next to something like an F-150 here, and I don't think we even come up to the top of the wheel well. but this tachometer goes up to 85. You can see that up to 8,500 RPM, and this motor will use every bit of that tachometer up to that RPM.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's a tight squeeze in here, and you can look right behind me. It's really kind of neat. You can see the engine right back there, and the injectors, the valve covers, and so forth. Very comfortable car to ride in. It certainly holds you in the bolsters, and the ride is not jarring. It's very smooth, and really a comfortable ride. You know, you could drive this car on a trip somewhere. Part of the comfort of this car is attributed to the Bilstein coilover, shocks and suspension, and we've got Willwood brakes on this car too, right?
Yeah, it's got 4 pistons all the way around.
4 pistons.
Is way more than enough to stop the 2,400 pounds this car weighs.
Yeah, so in our curb weight on this car is 2,400 pounds. So 2,400 pounds, and what kind of horsepower are we?
640.
So 640 horsepower. Can you give us a little bit on the tack there so we can hear it? Yeah. So you get up into the RPM range on this thing, and it's a whole different car. I mean, we're riding around on the street, very mild, but this thing gets up to where it really starts making power, and that's about what RPM?
Anything over about 4,500 it really starts coming out.
So anything over about 4,500 is where this car really comes to life, and it's a completely different animal. Upshifts and downshifts. Today's a good day because we've hit pretty much every red light on the road. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this ramp right up here and kind of make an entry onto the interstate. 6-speed transmission. We're in 5th gear now. We're going about 50 miles an hour and only turning about 2,100 RPM. So this is a car that you can take on a distance trip very comfortably. So we're coming back into town. Just got off the interstate. We've been driving this car for about 30 minutes. Super cold air conditioning, very comfortable. Put this thing in 5th gear, and it really is a comfortable car. I can hear kind of hear those rocks there. The tires got warm and they got a little sticky. What kind of tires are on here?
Mickey Thompson's. These are 17-inch wheels on this car.
Yeah. So that's going to do it for our ride in the GT40. I certainly want to thank Dan again at Downforce Motorsports here in Lugoff, South Carolina. So if you like GT40s, you like classic cars, you like classic boats, trucks, airplanes, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you. And we're going to be back with more content and some more Shelby and GT40 stuff to come. Take care. Have a great day. Thank you, Dan. We're out of here.